Okay, there are two sneaky screws here. To prise off this piece, okay? Don't go mad at it. It comes away relatively easily. Okay. Two halves of this. That's assuming that I have the all the screws out, which I do. Am I this right? There. Okay. Jenny can see that. So therein lies the guts of it. Okay. This silver piece here is the motor. Okay. This here is the drive lever. Underneath that is the cog that I mentioned earlier on, and this is a printed circuit board. That girl's question there. There is a little rubbery piece here. I'll leave it in there. Which you can replace should you choose to do so. It sits on two tiny little pins either side. Okay. There is also a piece of sponge with a hole in it that sits around the collar of the drive lever. So to take the drive lever off, you simply take a screwdriver and gently prise it off. Simply just sits around the top of that for no other reason other than to prevent hair and stuff getting down into the guts of the thing. Okay. I'm not going to replace the gear wheel on this because it doesn't need doing, and it's fiddly, but it's not difficult to do. You'll see, you basically slip that off, lift up the gear wheel, and the replacement one you buy, wherever I put it, somewhere, there somewhere, I know it, fits straight back on. In fact, what I'd be inclined to do if I was doing this at home, I'd stick the blaster on it to knock out any hair or stuff that's got in there.
That's how you lose your circlet.
Only if you take it off. The blaster won't take it off for you.
How often should you change a blow dryer?
It depends on
It depends on the number of hours usage you have. To be goldy colour, it's quite fetching. If you put not a huge amount on there.
Did you just get that in an ordinary hardware shop?
Well, do you know, I had trouble getting it in a hardware shop. I got it in motor factories. Because what you don't want is heavy axle grease, if you know what I mean. Or nor do you want oil because it won't do the same job.
That's coppery.
That's coppery. It's called copper multi-purpose grease. But it's a light grease rather than big heavy stuff. Up on the new drive lever. What you frequently need to do is just twiddle the wheel around until such time as the drive lever sits down onto its receiving piece. There we go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, nobody said spot the deliberate mistake, Dave.
No, you don't have to take that off. You can get it over. Sorry.
The little spongy bit. You were right, Jimmy, as ever.
Sometimes the spongy bit stays in place and you just...
Okay. So, that is the drive lever replaced, and the rest is simply a matter of remembering how to put the rest back together again. Yeah? Which can be fun.
And then get that twisted and ordering a new one.
Okay.
It can be helpful to take pictures with your phone as you go.
Now, this, you might recall on the slide that I had at the beginning, there was a drive latch and whatever the other piece was called. They are the two bits, one being the red. Again, there are two little pins there that that
I
sits
managed
on
to
it.
lose those pins when I was changing mine. I don't know how I did that.
I don't know how you, because they're connected to it. I don't see
I
how you
lost
could
off
possibly
both
do
the
it.
projectors that I did.
Oh, okay.
You are unique.
Yeah,
You are. So,
complicated.
what we now need to do is to maneuver the head of the new drive lever through the square doodah there. Yeah. And what I shall now do is put these screws back in again. In fact, probably not everybody wants to see me putting the screws back in because it's thoroughly boring. I'm quite happy to sit here and do that in a moment, but we've now put new drive lever in there. It's properly